Hello. Good evening, Chief Engineer. Vessel will be entering shallow waters, so we would like to reduce our speed and come to 60 RPM. Yes. Also, please keep your third generator standby for safety. Thank you, Chief. Motor vessel non-search. This is Rotterdam Port Control. Rotterdam Port Control calling you.
Rotterdam Port Control. This is MV non-search replying. Go ahead, please.
Motor vessel non-search. What is your ETA to pilot boarding ground Alpha?
Rotterdam Port Control, MV non-search. My ETA to pilot boarding ground Alpha is 1800 this evening.
Roger that. Ever wondered how a small crew can handle the colossal responsibility of handling such a massive ship weighing thousands of tons? Let's dive together in this heart of the maritime control. Ships with massive proportions require meticulous controls and maneuverings. This is where the bridge takes the center stage. Being the control center of the ship, this is the place from where master and deck officers orchestrate the entire operation of the vessel. Bridge is a place where deck officers take watches round the clock to ensure safe navigation across the oceans. Bridge is a restricted area and only authorized persons are allowed to enter the bridge. Any person who's working on the bridge has to adhere to strict discipline and comply with standard operating instructions. Bridge houses crucial equipments like steering controls, ECDIS, radar, AIS, NAVTEX, engine controls, and many more. We'll look into these equipments one by one in the later part of the video. Adjacent to the bridge are the bridge wings on the each side, which extend visibility during critical maneuvers, providing a clear view of surrounding areas. Hello. Good evening, Chief Engineer. Vessel will be entering shallow waters, so we would like to reduce our speed and come to 60 RPM. Yes. Also, please keep your third generator standby for safety. Thank you, Chief. For clear communication, bridge is connected with telephone lines to the engine room and key personnel on board. This communication helps us to run the operations of the vessel flawlessly. Bridge is strategically designed for a clear observation area. These glasses are designed to operate in extreme weather conditions, and these shades enhance visibility. Let's talk about the main navigational equipments that are available on the bridge. Right now, I'm standing next to the steering console of this vessel. This steering console houses the main gyro compass of the vessel, which helps the vessel to navigate from point A to point B. Generally, in open oceans where there is no traffic, the ship is steered using an autopilot. But if the situation so demands, whether it's in open ocean or during port approaches where there is heavy, dense traffic or poor visibility or shallow areas, we can steer this vessel on hand steering using this hand steering over here. These are the radars which are used to identify, track, and monitor the movement of the vessels around the ship. The collision avoidance action is taken on the basis of information that is provided by these radars to a navigator. One of these is an S-band radar and the other one is the X-band radar. Both the radars have their own advantages and disadvantages based on the ranges at which they will be used. Can you show me what time is the next alteration coming?
Sure, sir. About 10 hours, sir.
About 10 hours, yeah? And let's have a look at the last position that we had fixed.
Sir, 1700.
1700. So this position is 1700 position, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. That's an ECDIS, another important navigational equipment primarily used to monitor the vessel position throughout the voyage. Not only that, we can also monitor the progress of the vessel, plan our alterations basis information provided in this system, and also can calculate the ETA to the destination. Chief, can you activate the latest route on the GPS, please?
Okay, sir. Let me activate.
And that's the GPS, which is designed to receive precise signals from the satellite that helps us to get the vessel's time, speed, and position.
Captain, we have received a message on NAVTEX regarding search and rescue operation that is going on near our next port.
All right, Chief. Just fix this position on the ECDIS, and we will be careful when we make the final approaches near the pilot station.
Sure, sir.
The NAVTEX system provides all navigating officers with up-to-date information automatically. NAVTEX, an acronym for Navigational Telex, is a device used on board to provide short-range maritime safety information in coastal waters automatically. It can be used in ships of all types and sizes. The area covered by NAVTEX can extend as far as 400 nautical miles from the broadcast station. The NAVTEX onboard prints out navigational and meteorological forecasts as well as other maritime safety information for the vessels. Motor vessel non-search. This is Rotterdam Port Control. Rotterdam Port Control calling you.
Rotterdam Port Control. This is MV Non-Such replying. Go ahead, please.
Motor vessel non-search. What is your ETA to pilot boarding ground Alpha?
Rotterdam Port Control, MV Non-Such. My ETA to pilot boarding ground Alpha is 1800 this evening.
Roger that. Please readjust your ETA to pilot boarding ground Alpha to 2200 this evening.
Rotterdam Port Control, MV Non-Such. Well copied on your information. We'll adjust our ETA to arrive at pilot boarding ground Alpha by 2200 this evening. Rotterdam Port Control, MV Non-Such. Please advise what will be the pilot boarding arrangement.
Pilot ladder will be on the port side, 2 meters above the water, with 2 good mangroves.
Rotterdam Port Control, MV Non-Such. Well copied on your information. Pilot ladder will be on the port side, 2 meters above the water. Thank you very much. Standing by 1672.
VHF controller is a device which is used for communicating information with the ships around and with the port controls. VHF controller is generally used during arrival and departure for passing critical information to the terminals, and it also helps us to communicate with the vessels around and with the coast stations in case there is an emergency on board. Third, Rotterdam Port Control has asked us to arrive at 2200. So this looks like a safe area to drift for a couple of hours. Please call up engine room and inform the engineers that we will be reducing speed and then we will drift in this area for 2 to 3 hours.
Okay, sir. I'll inform to engine room. Good morning, sir. Our pilot boarding time is changed to 2200 hour. So we will be drift in this area for 2 to 3 hours. Can we start reducing the speed, sir? Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sir, engine room has confirmed we can reduce speed.
Okay, then come to half ahead.
Half ahead.
Third, you can bring her to slow ahead.
Slow ahead, sir. Slow ahead, sir.
Dead slow ahead.
Dead slow ahead. Dead slow ahead, sir.
Third,
Yes, sir.
stop engines, please.
Stop engine. Engine stop, sir.
Engine controls are also found on the bridge. Although the primary control of the engine rests with chief engineer or the engineer on watch in the engine room, it is generally the navigating officer who often issues commands to the engine room. To increase speed, there is this telegraph on the bridge that allows for a variety of speeds and even allows to reverse our propellers. In addition to engine controls, there are bow and stern thrusters that allow for a higher range of precise movements. The thrusters are often controlled from the bridge wings so that better visibility is available. Thrusters provide steering as their primary function as compared to power, unlike the engines. Steering is primarily controlled through rudder and thrusters, and the control for both of them rest with the bridge. Automatic Identification System, AIS, a short-range coastal tracking system that is used on board. It was originally developed to provide identification and positioning information to both ships and coastal stations. Using AIS, we can track all the vessels which are around our ship, and this also helps us to get some additional information about the vessel, like her next port of call, her ETA to next port of call, what is her navigation status, what's her position, how far she is, what is the bearing of her from our ship, what's her name, what's her MMSI number, and all this information helps us to get a better appraisal of the situation. And that brings us to the end of this video. I'm sure the freshers who have watched this video fully must be feeling more confident about what all equipments are there on the bridge. And last piece of advice to you all, once you join the vessel, try to develop a habit to read manuals and only then use the equipments. If you are familiar with the equipment using the manual, you will be more confident while using it. Thank you.